from Pune, and I want to pursue MS from Germany. So I want.
Okay, you want to pursue MS from Germany, MS, right?
Yes.
And you're from Pune only, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And next is.
My name is Robin Bhatti. I'm from basically from Pune. I want to do my masters in Germany, so I'm planning to learn German.
Okay. Okay. Great. Nice. And next is Rutuja Mohite.
Hello, sir. I'm Rutuja. I'm from Pune, and I'm learning German for a job purpose. I'm a commerce student.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. Nice. And then next, Vaishali.
Hello, sir. I'm Vaishali. I'm from Jalgaon, and I'm learning German to pursue masters from Germany.
Okay. You're learning German to pursue masters. Okay. Yes. Great. So you're a graduate in?
I'm an architect.
Okay, you're an architect. Great. Yeah. Nice. Okay, then Vandana. Yes, Vandana. Hello, Vandana, can you hear me?
So it's Vanita.
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you. Yeah, okay, Vandana here.
Vandana and then Vanita. Okay, Vanita, you can change your name to that. I see here 500 something. So you can change your name to Vanita there. Yeah, Vandana, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Vandana and I'm from Pune. I'm software developer and looking good opportunity in Europe. That's why I'm learning the German language.
Okay, great, wonderful. And Vanita, yeah, go ahead.
So actually, my name is Sanjana. Vanita is my mother's name. I'm from Pune and I'm a student. Which I'm studying 11th standard, and I really like to speak German. That's why I'm learning German.
Okay, great, nice. And then why German only you like to speak?
So because there is scope in German, and I have to go Germany.
You want to go to, or you have to go to?
I have to go.
Okay, you have to go. You don't want to go.
So both the things are same.
No, you want to go, that is your wish. You have to go, someone is forcing me. I don't want to, but I have to.
Right? I want to
go. Okay, great. Now I will just have a quick revision. Let me remember. Aditya is from Buldana, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Abdul is from?
Malegaon, Nasik.
Nasik, okay. Yeah. Divya is from Gorakhpur, right? Okay. I don't know. Kevin is from? Hello?
So okay, Divya is from Pune.
Divya is from Pune. Another Divya was there. I guess she left.
Yeah,
she got
there are two.
Maybe. Yes. Okay, let's start then. So now being first day, what were you expecting? Like what will be there on the first day? What will be learning or what were you expecting? Can we discuss that first? Quick, and see why we are having this session or some questions, answers, because the whole course has to be interactive. It is not like I will be just teaching here and you are just listening. So we have to communicate. I will be asking certain questions. You have to answer. Don't keep quiet like I will just observe and others will answer. No, everyone has to be active. So let's discuss first. Like, tell me why. What were you expecting from the first session, first day? What did you think? What was your idea of demo session? Yeah, go ahead. Anyone, Divya?
Scope of where the German language will be used or where it will be effective. Like, what will be the uses of it?
Okay, fine. We'll discuss that as well.
Exam pattern. Exam pattern of A1 level.
Okay, exam pattern of A1 level. That is nice. Okay, that we'll discuss. The next.
How can we learn German easily?
This is something everyone wants to know, right? That first day, let us know how will be German language, easy, difficult, and how will we learn that. Okay, next, Karthik. Oh, sorry, Karthik. Who is Karthik exactly?
The pattern of German language. What is the
Okay, Robin is
syllabus?
expecting pattern of German language exam.
What,
Even
syllabus. Actually, syllabus. What is?
syllabus. Okay, what all will be learning in A1 level. Okay, then next.
German for beginners, and if anyone has already learned German, then has it having levels, or it is same for all?
Okay, fine. We'll talk about that as well. Next, Kevin.
So how will be the pattern like that?
Exam pattern.
Exam pattern, and how will be the German language?
Okay, how will be the German language, or how is German language? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then Rutuja, Vaishali, Vandana, Omkar, what are you expecting?
Course pattern, sir.
Course pattern. Okay, what will be there in the course? Others?
What are the different ways to learn German language easily?
Okay, different ways to learn German language easily. I guess I'm getting topics for my YouTube videos. This discussion. Okay, great. Next.
Yeah, the basic structure of our German language. Then on the first day, I'm expecting that you will teach us some basic rules about how we easily learn the German language. Yeah.
Yes, we'll definitely talk about it. Okay, next. Vandana,
Basic
yes.
information and the exam pattern, I think.
Okay, basic information and exam pattern. Then Vandana.
Which way we should follow so we can easily learn the German language and can communicate with the German people easily.
Yes. Okay. Fine. I guess I understood all your expectations, and you don't have any different expectations than the other batches. Okay.
Sir, one more point I want to ask, the validity of the certification.
Okay, great, wonderful. If by the end of the session I do not answer your question, please remind me. Like, for example, you asked me validity of the certification, right?
Okay,
So
sir.
if by the end of the session I didn't answer, just remind me. That's why you missed this point. You're going to answer, okay?
Yeah.
And second thing, that sir, this is the first day. First day itself will have habit. Call me Anand only, please. Okay. Yeah, I know we got that culture to ask, say sir, but if I listen Anand, then I will be happier. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Anand. So now, first thing, definitely we talk about language. Even if you don't ask me language pattern and all, sometimes people ask, okay, thank God no one asked me the typical expectations. For example, teachers grammar on the first day, or teach us the German rules and all that. Definitely that we are not going to do. So what we are going to talk about is how is German language? How the German language is. Is it easy, difficult? So let's understand that you are not learning any subject, you are learning a language. And language means it has 4 parts. What are they? Reading, writing, listening, and
speaking.
Exactly. So now we will understand first how is this language, and then automatically we will understand. Now, first of all, how many of you have already studied German? Anyone, please go quick. Who has studied? Little bit, means I tried this app, that app.
Yeah, yes, sir. I tried the Duolingo app.
Okay, Duolingo, almost everyone has tried.
Yes.
Yes.
I have tried Learn German YouTube channel.
Okay, wonderful. Actually, whatever you do, that shows your interest, that you have been already learning, and now if you get help, properly with pattern, someone is guiding you and all, you will definitely learn faster. Okay. So around 4 or 5 people have already tried learning German, right? Okay, that's great. Now we will understand what are the parts of the language. Reading, writing, listening, speaking, we said. The first step comes, that is reading. Now, before we go ahead with this reading, I will write down here. Writing, listening, and speaking. First of all, those who already have idea why we should learn German, of course, those who are planning for MS in Germany, before that, even if they were not aware that German language has some benefit, but let me tell you, even if you don't go for MS and you are continuing with your job, or let's say after even going to Germany and you do your MS, for job there in Germany itself, you will need German language. Okay, so first of all, like those who are planning for some jobs and all, why German language is important? The question comes, why German first? Why German? We should learn language when your purpose is, there are like 2 reasons or maybe 3 reasons to learn German language, but main one, you want to study or you want to work. That is one, study or work. Second, it is just a hobby. So study or career purpose, and second is just a hobby. Third is dependent visa, like your spouse is already there in Germany and you need dependent visa, that's why you're learning German. Okay, but mainly either study or work. We should choose language. If you're free to learn any language, like someone said, I have to go to Germany, or I like German language, third language is important, we should learn. Why German? German language we should do because Germany is more into business. Can you tell me which countries are more into business? Which countries are more into business? America, then
Europe, China,
Japan,
Korea.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, what do you think? Like, what do you have heard? Let's say in India, what companies are more? Like American companies are more. You have heard that, right? There are American companies. Okay, there are German companies. There are Japanese companies. Chinese companies are also there. But I don't know how many are interested to learn Chinese. But definitely German, French, Spanish, Japanese. These languages people are preferring more than any other language. German, French, Spanish, and Japanese. Okay, so now I get usually questions from the engineers, which language we should learn, German, Japanese, or let's say French or Spanish. Then I will just say that see which country is more into business, or which country has more companies in number, or they are dealing, worldwide, or they have like more number of companies, multinational companies. So we have always heard that there is German company, Japanese company. How many times you have heard that there is one French company? What do you have heard more, French, German, or Japanese?
German, Japanese.
German and Japanese. This we have heard more, right? German technology, Japanese technology. American technology, that we have heard less, but we have heard more about German and Japanese technology. So these 2 languages have almost equal value. Now only it is depending on your interest, what kind of language you are interested in. German language, it is very much similar to English, so it becomes quite easy to learn. And Japanese, you have to struggle a lot. You have to start right from the script and everything. And that's why it takes a little more time. But both the languages are equally in demand. Okay, so let's say learning German is kind of, if you know already Hindi, then learning Marathi, or learning some other Indian language. I will say North Indian, because South Indian languages have different logic, right? So if you know Hindi, then you can understand Marwadi, Rajasthani, Gujarati easily, right?
Yeah, that's...
Yes, because these languages are similar. Same way, if you know English, you can easily understand German language. Okay, so this is how we decide, like, okay, German language, if someone has any confusion, why German we should do, then this is the reason. If that country is more into business, we should go for that language. Otherwise, if you are just interested to learn in like any language, then you should go for it. And that's what I said, either it is your hobby or for study or career purpose. If study or career, then go for Japanese or German. Yeah, Japanese will take more time. German could be done very easily. In very short time, you can be expert in that language, German language. Okay, so now this is the reason why we should go for German. And again, one more point. Some students, those who have already studied Japanese, they feel bad. They say, like, sir, why you're saying learn German and not Japanese? Japanese is difficult. I said you can go for either of the language, or you can go for both. If you already know Marathi, Hindi, or your mother tongue and Hindi, yes, and English, why not 4th language? Why not 5th, 6th, 7th? it doesn't mean like you can have only 4 languages in your mind. In your brain cannot learn only 4. Your brain can learn even 40 languages, right? So if you are younger than 40, then you still have scope to learn many other languages and get benefit in your career. Even 45 is also fine. Okay. But if you are younger than 30, then you should go for minimum 5 more languages. Yeah. So now, why German, that we have discussed. Let's talk about how is German language then. Here I will answer how easy or how difficult this language is. Those who have already started learning from YouTube and all, I will request them not to answer a few questions, but others should be answering it. Who has not studied German before this? Before this today's session, has not discussed anything about German language, did not learn any word. Is there anyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Everyone has tried German already from some apps and like that, right? YouTube channel. Now
Yes.
let's see how is German language. Reading, you already know. If you have studied already online, then you already know that script, that is A, B, C, D, is similar to English language only. So reading German becomes quite easy. Who doesn't know this phrase? Can you tell me? Who did not read this phrase before this moment? Everyone knows this phrase?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
So how do you read it?
Guten
Guten
Morgen.
Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Guten
Guten Morgen.
Yes. Huh? Do you know this phrase?
Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, who doesn't know this phrase? Who doesn't know this phrase?
So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Me as well.
I don't know, sir.
I don't.
Acha, who is Karthik? Karthik is Karthik or someone else?
Yeah, it's me. It's me. Yes, sir. It's Karthik.
Karthik only. Okay. So you don't know this phrase, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you read this then?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay. Now those who know this phrase, can you tell me how correct she is? She is or he is? Karthik, I am sorry. Your voice is so innocent like a kid, so I'm not able to understand. Karthik, you're a girl or boy? Don't mind, please.
Boy.
Okay, Karthik, good then. So, Karthik, you don't know this, but you did try. Okay. So, those who know this phrase, can you tell me how correct Karthik is? Did you listen to him? Karthik, say it again.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah. So, is he right or wrong?
Little bit correct, sir.
Little bit
80,
correct. Okay.
72.
70 to 80% correct. Okay. So, what is the correct sound of this word? Correct pronunciation. How do you read this?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. So he said almost the same, right?
Yes.
So you can see here that reading German is not difficult. Only few things, few changes you need to learn. For example, V is pronounced as F. You know this already?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You know Volkswagen? Yes. So it starts with V and you pronounce it like F. Volkswagen. So then there are a few more changes, and once you understand, okay, how different it is than English, then it becomes quite easy. Like you don't have to learn reading German language from the scratch. You already can read it. You already can do it. Let's say we will just make it a little more perfect, but it won't take more than 3 to 4 sessions to read German perfect. To read it fluently in speed or with your natural speed, it will take max 1 week to 10 days. Okay, so this is how reading is. It is similar to English only. Few alphabets are different. For example, A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut, and S. So we'll learn how to read this later on in the next session. Next session means just the next session tomorrow. Then writing. If reading can be done, then writing is again the same. Only these few alphabets are different. Otherwise, writing will become, writing is as easy as English, the way you do it. Okay, now here I want to add few more points. Speaking, then vocab, and then grammar part. We'll talk about vocab now first, because if you know words, you can communicate. If you know only grammar, you cannot communicate. So even if you don't know grammar well, but you know vocab, you know German words, you can easily communicate with Germans. You can at least express what you want to say. I won't say easily communicate, but you can express. You can show your feelings, or you can show what you want to say with the help of words. Even if they are not organized, they are not arranged in proper order, still one can understand. For example, if I say this now in English, you tell me you understood it or not. Okay. Let's say we all are friends and we plan for a movie, and I came late for the movie, and you asked me, Anand, why are you late? Then I will say like this. See, now if I don't know English, but still I'm trying to speak, then I stop, bus stop, bus come, I sit, bus go, tire puncture. I down, show hand, auto rickshaw 5 rupees, and I come here. Did you understand what I mean to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can anyone tell me please, Fatafat, Divya, Ahuja?
No grammar, but the words are there, so we can understand it clearly.
Exactly, you can understand. Tell me, what is the meaning of I stop, bus come, I sit? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? I stop, bus come, I sit. Tell me, anyone, what you understood from this?
I was standing on a bus stop, then bus came and I sit inside the bus stop bus.
Yes. See, in my words, in my speaking, there was no grammar at all, no past tense, but you all understood that it is past tense. How did you get that? So here you understood, you just need words, because grammar you can understand from the context, like this has happened already, or you're going to do this, or it is happening now. You already understood the situation and you could understand exactly what I'm thinking or what I mean to say, even if my every sentence was grammatically wrong. So you can understand here the importance of vocab, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So how many German words do you know? Tell me, how many German words do you know? You know almost
50 to 100.
50 to 100?
100, I guess.
You know 40% of German vocab already. You know 40% of German vocab. Do you believe? I said 40%, not 40 words. Do you believe this?
Yes, sir. So actually my problem is grammar and sentence structure.
Okay, so you already have learned any one level, second level, A1, A2 or something like that?
No, sir, I haven't learned it professionally, but I'm lacking at sentence making and proper grammar.
So overall, I'm saying like in the batch right now, there are 15 candidates. Okay, I'm saying 40% of vocab you already know. 40%. So do you know that you know 40% vocab?
Oh, I guess.
No.
Okay, let's check then. Should we check?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
I request here those who have studied already German and know the word I'm going to ask. You know that because you have studied, please do not answer. And those who did not listen this word before or did not read, I expect answer from them, because I need guess. I don't need exact answer. Getting it? For example, I'm telling you, let's say one word, Kuli. You know what is Kuli? You know what is Kuli?
No.
A German word I'm talking about. You know what is Kuli?
Pen.
Pen. Kuli is pen. Now you have studied this somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. If you have studied, do not answer. If it is your guess, then answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So now next word I'm telling like, okay, brooder. Can you tell me what is the English meaning of brooder?
Brother.
Yes, very good. Is it your guess or you have already seen this word somewhere?
No, sir, it is complete guess. It
It
sounded.
is? Ah,
It
very
is.
good.
Yeah, it is
Exactly.
sound.
How many of you couldn't guess it? How many of you couldn't guess it? Like, I couldn't guess it. It is brother.
I couldn't guess it. So.
I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I couldn't.
Now next word, every one of you will be able to guess. Everyone. Okay, should we try?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First was brooder. Now I'm saying Schwester.
Sister.
Sister. Exactly. See what happened, you just needed to know what's the logic. How should we guess it? And when
Pronoun.
exactly when you understood, okay, brooder, brother, that means we should dare to guess. So as soon as I said Schwester, you said sister because it was somewhere related to brother or relation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If I had asked Schwester first, then many students they ask like sweater. Okay, now you understood. You set your brain that logic, the sequence matching and all that. Okay, what logic we should apply? Okay, uncle. What is the meaning of uncle?
Uncle.
Uncle.
Father.
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 Mutter.
Mother.
Cousin.
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 Okay.
If I had asked cuisine as a first word, you would have said, okay, Italian cuisine.
Yeah.
Okay, Chinese cuisine. Okay. So, but now here you understood, Acha. We are talking about relations. So your brain is thinking about that group of vocab.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Freund.
Friend.
Friend.
What do you guess? What is Freundin?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend or female friend. Okay.
Yeah.
So now that is how, like Freundin, you can easily guess. Let's change the group now. Can you tell me what is bananen? Banana. Okay, even if a few of you could not guess the meaning, I am sure next word everyone will guess because you understood. Acha, now we are talking about fruits. Okay.
Yeah.
Then orangen. Orange. I'm sorry, but in someone's background there is some noise. Can you please turn off your mic? Okay, orangen.
Orange.
Yes. Apple. Okay, watermelon.
Watermelon.
Now, can you tell me what is the word for water?
Wasser.
Wasser.
Wasser. Okay.
Yeah, Wasser. Correct.
Wasser.
Watermelon. Then next. Okay, kokosnuss.
Coconut.
Coconut.
Okay.
Okay, Apfel.
Apple.
What do you guess? What is pineapple called in German? Guess. Guess. Okay. What is pineapple called in German?
Pineapple.
Okay.
Just guessing.
That's what I want you to guess. Okay, but if you know it but still you are guessing it, okay, don't act like you're guessing that. Okay, pineapple is called as, anyone knows what is pineapple?
No.
No, sir.
No one? Okay, great. Then I'm going to tell you some word that you will never forget now. It is ananas.
What?
Marathi word.
Marathi word, you can say German word, it is Spanish word as well, French also, and many other European languages, it's ananas only.
We'll never forget it.
You will never forget this word. Okay, so pineapple is called as ananas. So now this is about fruits. Let's talk about something different, about your studies, college and all. What do you think? What is Matha?
Masters.
Master.
Matha.
Maths.
Maths. Okay.
Mathematics. Maths.
What do you think? What is chemi?
Chemistry.
Biology.
Yeah. Okay. What is Universität?
University.
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 It is Universität. Universität. University. Okay. So Germans read the word the way they write it. In English, what happens? We write the word like this. Can we? C for A for apple, B for ball, C for
Cat.
I guess most of you are science student, like at least 10th, 11th, 12th, you had science,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
At least 10th, you had science. So you know types of ions, anions and
Cations.
Cations.
is the spelling correct? Cations?
No.
Yeah. No.
No,
No.
no.
O is missing.
No, sir.
Tion.
O is missing.
O is missing.
Cations, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Paka, what is this? Read again.
Cation.
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 Sure. Say it again and again.
Cations.
Cation.
Cations.
Second,
Cations.
education. Yeah, exactly. It's changed.
Okay, cation.
Education.
And now
Cation,
these
education.
3 alphabets have changed the pronunciation of 6 alphabets. You read cation, C-A-T, cat, ion, cation. You told me everyone was confident. No one called it cation.
Yeah.
When you wrote these 3 alphabets, you called it education. Can you explain me how do you decide this? No rule. Do you have any rule for this?
From childhood, what we are learning, we are pronouncing like that.
Let's say you learned it as a symbol, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What is this?
Nature.
Nature.
But according to alphabets, it should be nature.
Nature. Yeah.
Nature.
Yes. TikTok video.
Okay, but it is not nature. If you call it nature, what will happen?
No one will understand what we are talking about.
If you read it like nature, then your future will be in danger. Okay. So if it is nature, can I write it? Can you read this?
Spelling.
Teacher, what the spelling mistake?
So what?
Spelling is
You
something-
call it nature, and I just wrote teacher.
Right.
But actual spelling is.
CH. Yeah.
CH.
So how do you decide? This is also chur, and this is also chur.
Sure.
How do you decide? It is CHER and it is TURE. Is there any rule?
No.
Or do you know any rule? Is there? We don't know. The rule exists or not. But do you know any rule?
No. We don't know.
No, sir.
So this is how German becomes easy. Because Germans read it the way they write it. Or you can say they write it the way they
Read it.
read it. So if you have to teach someone how to read this English, you will just say, no, you call it teacher. Okay, then nature में CHER लिख दो नहीं, यहाँ पे TURE. Here you should write TURE. Why TURE? No, you do it. That's it.
Okay.
So, but here in German language, it becomes quite easy to read and write because that's simple. Once you understand that this is how Germans read or write, then you can frame the spellings. You can write the spelling. You can build the spelling of that word. Maybe sometimes you'll go wrong, but 90-95% you will be correct. Okay, so this type of changes are not there in German language. So isn't that good then? Because once you know this is how the chur will be pronounced, then whole German language, the chur will be pronounced the same.
It is very good, sir.
It's fair
It
to
will
say.
be easy. Yeah.
Easy to learn, yeah.
Exactly. So, because whatever examples I have given you, if we go on talking about these examples, there are hundreds, thousands of examples.
Yeah.
I'm confident about it. Okay, but you don't know how did you learn the change. For example, one more. CUT.
Cut.
PUT.
Food.
Okay, BUT.
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 Okay, cut, but.
Put.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, maybe again. Hurt.
Hurt.
Okay, but this is put. Why not put?
But
Okay, we can call it put if you learn like this skirt, bird, shirt, hurt, put. But it is not put, it is put. Do you call it put? Do you call it put?
No.
It is put. Do you call it put?
Yes, sir.
Read it now again.
Cute.
How do you decide? You remember literally this as a symbol.
Right.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
at least this you don't have to do in a German language. Once you understand, if PUT is put, then all similar type of spellings will be pronounced in the same way. Okay. So you don't have to learn different words and different sounds, different pronunciation. So this is how your reading becomes writing and the vocab part. So 40%. Still, we need to discuss few things. Okay, what do you think? What is computer called in German language? Computer is computer. Bus. What do you think? What is bus in English?
Book.
Book.
This is how they call bus.
Bus.
Now tell me, German is weird language or English is weird?
English is weird.
English is
Because you learn it like you. And then why don't you call it bu? Goose.
This.
This is how book. Book means book. Okay. Few words are quite, logical, scientific. Anyways, that vocab we'll see later. Bus, or let's say many words like around you. Whatever you need in your day-to-day life. Okay, most of the words are similar to English, or you can easily guess them. Now, pineapple example I gave you. Another example I will give you now that you can tell me easily. What do you think? What is Champagner in German? In English. Champagner in English?
Champagne.
Champagne, right? Now see how you should learn vocab, how you will learn. Even if you don't plan, you will learn it like this. Now, as soon as you thought champagne, you visualize something. What did you visualize? Champagne, a bottle, right?
A bottle, yeah.
Bottle,
Yeah.
right? Now see, उस bottle को मैं जादू से क्या बना देता हूँ? Champagne is not champagne, it is mushroom. So now, suddenly you have two images, champagne bottle and mushroom, right?
Yes.
This is how your brain remembers. Now, next time, jaise hi, you will read that word champagne, you will think of the bottle first, and then you will say, no, the bottle gets converted into mushroom. And then mushroom. So you will know this word also, you will never forget because you visualize this. You thought about it. Okay, you will not forget this word. Next word, chahe aapki memory loss ho jaye, you will not forget that. Okay, the German word is gift. This is German word. Can you tell me its English meaning? Don't search, someone is typing in Google. Come on.
Present.
Present.
Huh?
Present meaning,
No.
English meaning.
चलो ठीक है, किसी ने सर्च किया है ऑलरेडी, टाइप कर दिया GIFT, 4 बार बटन दबा था, टुक टुक टुक. Okay, so I can join CID. Okay, so tell me, one who searched, tell me the meaning of gift in English. Okay, you didn't?
Present. Poison.
Yes. Okay, the German word gift means in English it is poison. Okay, and in English what we call gift is in German Geschenk. I don't know you will remember this or not, but I know this you will never forget.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So how does our brain work actually? Means when you are learning language, there are two things your brain remembers very easily and forever. Something that is very much similar. Something that is
Very much similar.
very much similar to what you already know. In case of language, we'll talk something which is very much similar to the languages you know, you will remember that forever. Acha, because your brain thinks that, this is similar to this language. So your brain has processed that word. Okay, something, that sentence or grammar rule or something. So once you process it, you will never forget it. And second, something which is very weird, strange, yeah. And then your brain was surprised, aisa hota hai, right? And then you never forget that. And this very much similar or very much different, strange, this covers almost 70%, 80% vocab. Okay. And there is again another third group that is, I should not say 70%, 60% at least. And 20% vocab is there, which is neither similar, neither weird. It is quite just you need to remember it, but still you will remember it forever if you complete any course level. What is the reason? The reason is those words are neither similar, neither very strange or weird or something to remember, but they are frequently used words. Getting it? Yes. Frequently used words are like your shoes, chappals. Chappals exist? Chappal. Where kaise? Okay. Tell me something that you need to suddenly search. Whatever now I'm going to say, tell me who has experienced this thing. It is winter, okay, suddenly it started raining heavily. Then you ask like, where is umbrella, then you keep thinking, कहाँ रखी थी, कहाँ देखी थी, मैंने कबर्ड के पीछे देखी थी, देखो तो एक बार, देखते नहीं मिलते, नहीं बेड के नीचे देखो. So why you have to search that?
That is not, we are not prepared for that.
Yes. But remember, do you ever remember like you are living now and then you don't remember where are my shoes? Kitchen में देखो तो है क्या? ऐसा होता है? No. Why? So you understood now. There are two types of words which you use frequently. You don't forget them. Okay, you immediately you recall them, and even in your mother tongue it happens कि अरे इसको क्या बोलते हैं मराठी में, हिंदी में, तेलुगु, तमिल, whatever it is. Then you say I know in English यार, but मराठी में तो तला के हमसे ये क्या बोलते हैं उसको कल तो मैंने बोला था, right? So that is your umbrella. You don't need that every day. Okay, you have to think, and then जैसे ही कोई बोलता है कि कबर्ड के ऊपर, अरे हाँ मैंने देखा था कबर्ड के ऊपर, right? Someone tells you that okay, like pillow ला काय म्हणतात, pillow ला तकिया, these are common words actually, but still if there is some word which you haven't used for a long time, you try to remember that. You know you have to struggle to get that word. So this is how 40, I will say 60% is very much similar or weird, and plus 20%, you don't have to take efforts for that. You just have to do what I'm saying here. Means you don't have to work extra for that vocab. Just follow the activities, what we are doing in the class, and this you will automatically get, because those words will be repeated so many times. For example, Guten Morgen or Guten Abend. Maybe we will never say Guten Morgen to each other, but we will say Guten Abend. So you will never forget that. So as soon as we start with Guten Abend, and then you will say Guten Abend. Maybe in our WhatsApp group, एक WhatsApp group बनेगा हमारा, will create a WhatsApp group, and in that then maybe we'll text Guten Morgen and all that. So we will never forget that. So this 20% of vocab is something that we are going to use in every session. Okay, and you will remember them not because you have worked hard for that vocab, just because you repeated that. So it is neither easy, neither difficult. Most commonly used. And we are going to use that most commonly. So you remember it. Got it?
Yes.
Yes. So now I am saying 40% vocab you know. You understood now. If I give you 100 words and you have to guess the meaning, no negative marking. Okay. So if you just have to guess the meaning, what do you think? How much confident you are that out of 100 day-to-day words, you can easily guess? Did we try?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the meaning of this word, Pindan?
Fine.
Fine, right?
To sing.
To sing.
Drinking.
To drink.
To drink, right? Okay, again.
To bring.
To bring. Yeah.
Okay. Bringen. So you understood, right? Bring.
Yeah.
Bringen. Say. Senden. Find. Finden. It is string, but you just have to imagine that it is bring.
Bring.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the word for, guess the meaning, guess the meaning, to eat?
Eating.
Okay, no. So as I said, that every time the logic will not be applicable. It will be
SM. Okay.
SM means to eat. Now your question will be, that is so different. How do we remember that? How do we remember that?
When we'll use it every day.
Exactly. Thank God, SM is to eat. It is most commonly used word. We are going to use that in our every session, in lessons, in sentences. That word will be repeated so many times that you don't have to work extra to remember such vocab. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell me, vocab, German vocab, is it difficult or easy?
Easy.
Easy.
And is it like you are starting from scratch, zero, or you already know a lot of vocab?
Already know.
Already know.
Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead now. Okay, 40%. So 40%, I said less, right? Now you are confident you know more than 40%. Are you confident about that now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to grammar part. Someone said like grammar is the major issue for me. But I gave you one example, and from that you understood that if your purpose is just to express or to speak, like, someday you're in a plane and plane crashes, and then you jump off the plane with your parachute and you land in Germany without visa and all, still you will be able to survive and get back to your country. Yes? If you know some words, some German words. Okay, fine. So that was the extremely rare case. Now, next part, that is grammar. We are going to talk about how many tenses you have studied in English.
3. Present, future, past, and in that more.
4.
Oh my
4
God.
into 3.
Perfect, perfect and all.
Yeah, but I'm Marathi medium student actually. And then we had unnecessary lot of stress. We learned 12 tenses.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. 4 into 3. 12.
Okay, how many tenses are there then?
12.
12 tenses, right? Means main 3 tenses and then
Yes.
four
Simple.
times.
Yes.
4 tenses, right? So now in German language, the German number of tenses in German language are tenses in English language. Tenses in English language are 6 times more than tenses in German. So what is the value of X?
2.
Huh?
2.
2.
2. Those who didn't get it, the tenses in English language are already 6 times more. That means something into is 6 is equal to 12. So that is 2.
Yes.
So the value of X, that is the tenses in German language are just 2 as compared to 12 in English. If I had idea that German is this easy, then I would have stopped learning English and I would have learned only German language.
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not Google about it. Do not Google about it. That are there 2 tenses? Okay. I am telling you something that you need to know. Okay, in A1 level. A2 level, there can be another tense, but definitely not 12. Okay, but if you know, trust me, if you know these 2 tenses, you don't need anything else. You can express whatever you want. There will be no confusion. So only 2 tenses, and you can speak almost anything that you speak in German language. First thing, there is no continuous tense in German language, means there is no like I am going. Going. This doesn't exist. Simply I go. And then you say like, but how do we show that right now I'm doing this? I'm going. That's what they understand according to situation. I will give an example. You have to again visualize. See, learning language is kind of use your brain, visualization more, you remember it better. Okay. So my sentence is, if anybody has studied German before this, their teacher has taught them something else, and then they think like what Anand is telling is all wrong and everything, just try to understand that you are learning A1 level. In A2, B1, there are further things. I am just telling you exactly what makes learning German easy. That doesn't mean I'm telling you 2 tenses and then when we will start learning, I will tell you 5 tenses. No, there are actually 2 tenses and you can speak everything. Only the method what I will be following here, the tricks, the logic, the rules, you may not find them in Google. That doesn't mean that is wrong. I won't teach you wrong German. Don't worry. Only the thing is, step by step. If you have to know only this much at this step, like after 10 days, then I will tell you only that much. Don't misunderstand if you find some video in YouTube or Google and then you will think like Anand was teaching us wrong. No, I'm just not letting you get scared. Okay? Wrong understanding or knowing wrong things at wrong time may scare you. Okay? So I'm just trying to make your learning German easy. I saw Ramesh in the market. Did you visualize some marketplace and some guy there? Right? Yes. I have seen Ramesh in the market. I am damn sure there is no change in your picture.
Yeah.
I had seen Ramesh in the market. Still, there is no change. ऐसा नहीं कि वो जो picture आपने देखा था वो थोड़ा पुराना हो गया. Is it?
No.
Okay. So now, whatever you have visualized when you read this sentence, same picture was there at the time of this sentence as well, and same picture was there when you read this sentence, right?
Yes.
Yes. That means when we communicate, when someone says something, we visualize something, right?
Yes.
If I use any of the sentence, almost there will be no change in your understanding, right?
Yes.
Yes. So still few people, they have here one argument. They say like, no, this is something that is past or like that. I have seen Ramesh in the market is actually perfect present tense. And this is perfect past tense or past perfect, then present perfect, and this is simple past, right? So when you discuss with someone, do you say like, I saw Ramesh, sorry, I said that in simple present tense. No, I should have said that in perfect past. Perfect past, we use had. I had seen Ramesh. Do you think like this? No. If you use anything, there will be same understanding what the next person will have. Still, this is what we got used to with, that we should use have seen, this is present perfect and all. Germans are quite clear about it. There is no perfect present and all, that is present tense and that doesn't exist. Okay. What is this? Okay. If it is perfect present tense, when you have stomach problem, you go to doctor and doctor asks you, what have you eaten? Correct?
Yes.
What have you eaten? What have you eaten? Now I ask you a question. I'm your doctor and I ask you a question. What have you eaten? Tell me the same answer. Huh? What have you eaten? Full sentence. What have you eaten? Say anything.
I have eaten chapati and bhaji.
Okay, I have eaten chapati and bhaji. Any other person?
I
Anyone?
have rice.
Okay, you have eaten rice. Now I'm saying, stop, don't eat, stop, don't eat that. Can you stop?
No.
Why?
It's already
It's already
happened.
done. Yeah.
Okay, now this pen, tell me what happened. What
Stop.
happened? Tell me.
We can stop it.
This pen, what happened?
It's
Tell me.
happening.
Huh?
It's happening. It's happening.
Is it happening? It is broken now.
It happened.
I'm asking you. Okay, now once I leave it, tell me what happened.
Falling.
Pen is
Falling or fell
Falling.
down?
Fall.
Now
Fall down.
Falling, fall down.
Fallen.
Fall down
Fall
or
down.
fell down?
Fell down.
So tell me, why can't you stop it from falling now when it has already fallen, right? How many seconds before this has happened? ये गिर गया ना, गिर गया था पे, right? So it is past or present?
Past.
Past. Fell down. Simple past tense, right? Fell down. The pen fell down. Few seconds before. Maybe now it is 1 minute before. If 1 minute before something has happened and that you call past tense, what you have eaten last night, why the hell you call it present tense? Okay, Germans, they mean to say that this is not something present and all that. This talks about past activities, so it is past tense. That's it. So they are like simple. Logically, that is correct, right? I have eaten. You can't stop that now. If doctor says, then stop, don't eat. Arey, doctor sahab, I have already eaten that. Then why you call it present? It is past. Understood?
Yes.
If 1 minute before this pen has fallen and you call it simple past, how can you call something you have eaten last night and that is perfect present? Understood? Think of the logic, not what you have learned in English language. It is done. That's it. I have killed him. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So it is not past. But Germans, they mean to say, but we like this sentence. So we'll use this sentence as a past. Because it talks about past activities. Okay. So there is no simple and then other things. One sentence for past, one for present. And then कल बताता हूँ, जैसे मैंने आपसे पैसे ले लिए उधार, then you say आनंद कब देगा? कल देता हूँ ना? कल देता हूँ is present or future? Tell me.
Future.
खा गए ना धोखा? कैसे? कल देता हूँ is actually present grammatically. If it has to be future, दूंगा. Right? So you are using mostly the present tense and you put time in that, it becomes future. कल मिलता हूँ, कल बताता हूँ, कल देखते हैं. So देखते हैं, बताता हूँ, मिलता हूँ. This is present. When you put कल, it becomes future. Means you use present tense and put future time in that, it becomes future tense, right? Right? Okay. Same way in German language, you have present tense, put time in that. According to situation, you will understand that it is future. Right? So next time you ask me आनंद पैसे कब देगा, मैं बोलूंगा कल देता हूँ, मतलब आपको समझ जाना है, नहीं मिलेंगे. Right? Okay. So this is how simple logic is. Future tense is present plus future time. That's it. And then past tense only one. Present tense that we are learning, right? So present and past. These two sentences will help you to speak almost anything that you want, right? Yes, sir. So this is how grammar in A1 level is that easy. You have to just think about two sentence structures. Now there will be someone who will say, Anand, don't fool us. I know there are German cases. Dative, accusative. Who knows this? Dative, accusative words? Anyone? No?
Yes, sir, I know.
You know that, right? Okay, so always German language, there are like two types of fun people make of German language. Long words, they are not actually long words, they are a combination of 2-3 words. Only in English we give space, and in German, few words are actually long. Okay, and cases. There are articles, multiple articles, but I will say ignore cases completely, because you cannot by heart them, you cannot learn them, you cannot, whatever efforts you have to take to just become perfect in cases, if that many efforts you take for rest of the part of language, your German will be much, much better than someone who knows cases perfect. Okay, means in less time. Okay, so cases, ignore them completely. What is cases exactly, for those who have no idea what Anand is talking about? What are these cases? Till now I was finding German very easy. Now I need to know what are cases, otherwise I will not learn German. Okay, cases are nothing but articles. And in English, articles remain same. For example, the. Have you heard any time that it becomes do? The. ऐसा कभी होता है? Have you seen?
No.
This changes? No. But in German language, the article changes. What happens exactly? Article changes means what? If you know Hindi, then this example will help you. How do you say my table in Hindi? How do you say my table in Hindi?
Mera table.
Mera table.
Mera table.
Mera table, right? Okay.
Yeah.
On my table. Now.
Mere table par.
Yes. So this and this is same. My. On my table. How do you say?
Mere table.
Mere table par.
So how do you decide that this mera becomes mere?
Preposition.
I mean to say there is something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you do change the things in Hindi. But have you ever thought about this? Mera, mere. You never thought about it, like I should change it to mera into mere. Okay, mera bhai. मैंने किसे बताया? मेरे भाई को. In Marathi also say माझा table. कुठे आहे book कुठे आहे? माझ्या table वर. माझा becomes माझ्या.
Yeah.
Yes. If you have to teach this to someone, it will become super difficult, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's why if you notice, those who are not native Hindi speakers, they speak like this. मेरा गांव से मेरा मम्मी आया, मेरा बीवी आया, मेरा पिताजी आया, मेरा बहन आया, मेरा भाई आया.
Yes, exactly.
This is what the cases are. This is what the cases are. That person is speaking wrong, right? But is there any problem in understanding?
No.
How that person can learn? Can you teach him how to decide that mera, meri, mere, mera, jo bhi hai, whatever? Do you think that person needs to join some class, or that person needs exposure to that language?
Exposure.
Exactly. Now he has two options. Either he has to learn that mera, meri, mere, or just learn lots of Hindi vocab. What will make his speaking Hindi easy?
Vocab.
Hindi vocab.
Exactly. So don't think much about this part of the grammar. Okay, do mistakes, no problem. The way you understand, he said mera bibi, you didn't ask 1 minute. Your bibi is masculine or feminine? Even if he says mera bibi, wife, mera wife. Okay, so you know that wife is female, but he is from probably Hyderabad or maybe South India, right? That's why he's speaking like this. But you understand. Do you have argument with him?
No.
If he says mera gaadi kharab ho gaya, do you say mera gaadi nahi hota hai? Gaadi is always meri, truck mera hota hai. So you have truck or car. You don't have time, right? You understand it. Your brain has accepted that this means this. It is same, right? Germans are used to with this. First thing you need to do is start speaking this part. Like if someone is not good with mera, meri, mere, he will eventually, more he uses Hindi, he will become perfect, right?
Yes.
Yes. So same way here, cases, don't think much. Just go on using, do mistakes, just read, listen and all. And after third level, you won't even realize, and 80% you are perfect in this cases. So that is not something you should be worried about. Okay, no matter what jokes or what you see there in internet. What I'm going to teach you, if you start learning, you will realize like 90% whatever I'm doing, the method, the way I'm telling everything, that does not exist there in Google. Okay, so it is just that easy, simple. People see in Google something again and again that other people have liked or found it interesting, funny, or like that, and you assume that this is what language is. No. Okay, fine. So forget about this. If you see next time Dev, Das and people are making fun of it, that is exactly similar to Mera, Meri, Mere and all, and we don't think much about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how German grammar is. So German grammar is grammar. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. This vocab you already know. So grammar you are going to learn quite easily, and vocab you already know. What is there now? Come on. This is learning this, knowing this is just exactly similar to knowing how to swim. How many of you know how to swim? How many of you know how to swim?
I know, sir.
No.
Okay, only Vaishali knows and others don't know what is swimming. Are you aliens or what? Everyone knows how to swim. I know how to walk in space. You know that? I can't do that. That is different part. I know how to walk.
Exactly.
So do you know swimming?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And can you swim?
No.
No.
Exactly. So now tell me, how many of you can fly aeroplane?
No.
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 We all know that, how to fly. It is quite easy. Just pull that like this, like down, right? That's it. Or something ऐसे ऊपर नीचे करना होता है. That's it. Yes. In old Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, Amitabh Bachchan, when the movie starts, he has no money, nothing. And when he takes heroine with him, he flies that helicopter, right? So everyone knows, cause pull up, pull down, that is take off and land. Okay. You can't do it, that is different. You know what is this, right?
Yes.
Okay, for example, you don't know how to drive, but the driver who is driving and you're sitting beside him, and when he is doing like this, then do you say, why you're touching that wheel again and again? Don't touch it, keep quiet. You know this is driving, right? So you know. And this is what most of the people do mistake. They misunderstand that I know, and they are not actually using it. So there is no point of knowing it. Understood? Yes. So after knowing, you need practice. Because what you know, it will be valued only if you can apply it.
Yeah.
Okay, and most of the people, the common mistake in learning language, people are just knowing it. Achha, ye tense ho gaya, chalo next topic, and I know everything. And when we say, okay, now jump and swim, no, I know how to swim. I can't swim, I didn't practice. That's what you should do. You learn little bit, practice more. Don't learn more and practice nothing. That is a mistake. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So this is what you have to do. You know this. Now you have to apply. You have to practice. And you should not just know that German language. You should make it your habit. Habit means what in Hindi? Habit?
आदत.
Use it in day-to-day life.
और आदत के बारे में आपको एक चीज पता है, एक बार लग जाए
छुट्टी नहीं.
Yes, so you should get habit of this language, speaking, writing, listening. Because once you get habit, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, because it is your habit now. You don't have to think how to do it and all. For example, riding your bike. Okay, when you are learning, you are scared of brakes and all that. And now you are so much used to with it. इतनी आदत हो गई है कि you don't have to think कि clutch कौन सा है, brake कौन सा है, gear and brakes and everything. You can easily do it because you got used to with it. So you have to get used to with it. आपको आदत लगनी चाहिए. That's what we have to do in the course. Okay, online, whatever you're doing, you're just getting knowledge. You're knowing, अच्छा swimming कैसे होता है? ऐसे, football ऐसे. I know 4 sports. Oh wow, you know 4 sports. कौन सा खेल है? खेलना नहीं आता है. जैसे chess. You know chess? I also know chess, but I cannot play. I know this is chess. I know this is horse, this is elephant, but I can't play it. I never tried. I never practiced. Right? So knowing is different. Don't say ever I know that. Okay, sometimes we take longer practice again and again, repetition. The student says, sir, we know that. If you know it, then don't do any single mistake. Then we can say you can use that knowledge. We'll go further. Getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So only knowing is not important. That's where we need to do listening and speaking practice. Whatever you have learned, apply, 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 apply. And that is the end thing, right? After this, there is nothing. Right? So whatever you learn, apply. So listening, we will do in the classroom in session, as well as you will get the material for listening, and speaking we'll do here also. And plus, if you are together, if some friends are there, or else you can find someone. You can, if in the worst case, okay, family member or friend ko pakdo, and whatever you are learning, just teach that friend. Yeah. Of course, someone should be interested, okay, but that is the best way to apply it. You will not forget them. Okay. So this is how our,
sir, I thinking we can also make a group or something of all
we are
the
going to have. We are going to have WhatsApp group now. See, this is demo session. Like today, like 3 sessions, we will not have WhatsApp group. And once you start taking admissions, those who are admitted, they will be added in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. So that is one thing. Second, now this is how the language is. Now you tell me, is it easy or difficult?
It is easy.
Okay, anyone has this much discussion, anyone has thought or felt like, okay, we got some new information than what we have got in Google or internet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so this is just the beginning, this is just first session, right? Okay, now this is about language. Now we'll talk about exam levels and other part. My next batch is at 7:30. I will just inform them that we'll start 10 minutes late so that we can have 10 minutes more and we can finish the session. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Till then, just keep your questions ready. Last 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, we'll have question answer session. Okay, I will just text the next batch.
So we are gonna have 3 demo classes.
Not 3 demo session, I mean to say, but after 3 sessions, we'll form WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is our German language. How is it now? You got clear idea, I guess. You got a proper view of the German language, like how is German language, right? And it's quite easy. You already know that. I'm afraid now few of you will think like, okay, it's quite easy now. I can try on my own. That is also possible because when I learned, I did not join any class or anything, but it took a lot of time for me to learn that. And I learned many wrong things. And yeah, I got text fees for the class. You can call at the number reception. Yeah. 920-920-3333. Okay, Ashwini will be there on this number. You can call for fees and all. Rest about language we will discuss. Now, there are 4 modules: reading, writing, listening, speaking. In exam also same thing will be there. If you want to know what is the exam pattern, you can just do one thing. Go to Google. Okay, I'm sharing you one screen. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Go to Goethe A1 exam pattern. You see this? And then you will see this ASAP Institute ka A1 exam pattern, my blog. And even if you search for videos, you will get this first video of ASAP A1 exam pattern. Here I have explained that in detail. Maybe this much I won't be able to explain here. And don't forget to read this blog here, because that gives you detailed explanation of this. Like, you know, what questions are there, how many points and all, how to solve writing module, reading module, speaking module, what to do in that, what are the common mistakes, everything is given in this. Okay, so you can go through this part. I guess this we won't spend time for this here. So what you have to search in Google, Goethe A1 exam pattern. Okay, my video and my blog, both you will see there.
So
Okay,
how long is the A1 level?
Yes. Now A1 level duration will be around 2 to 2.5 months. Okay, half months. And this is including your Goethe's A1 exam pattern, Goethe's A1 exam preparation for A1 level. So 2 to 2.5 months it will take. 6 to 7:30 batch will be there, timing. And yeah, that's it. So in this, you understood reading, writing, listening, speaking. Initially, there will be some grammar part, and then there will be book, that is Netzwerk. Okay, Netzwerk, this will be used for your complete course. But before this, we'll be having ASAP ka basic book. This is something is very, very important. ASAP basic book. If you do this, this will become quite easy. So this will take around 15 days, 15 to 21 days, and then this will start. Okay, so this combined is your A1 level.
So in ebook form, or it will be in physical?
Now this you have to order from Amazon.
Okay.
Okay, and this you will get a soft copy from us, and you will have to print this one.
Okay.
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 Sir, after completing the course, we can give the exam instantly, right?
Definitely, definitely. Even if you attend the course properly, and mainly exam preparation sessions will be there at the end. Exam preparation sessions, and then our mock test. There will be 2 tests, sample test, and then there will be final exam of ASAP Institute. All these mock test and final exam, 3 exams total, will have similar pattern to Goethe. If you write these 3 exams, then there is no question that you will be able to pass Goethe or not. If you do all this, you just think of scoring higher. Okay, fail, that won't happen.
Okay.
So then ASAP Institute, when they are taking out the exams, means
Immediately, every batch has its own exam. As soon as the batch is over means what? Exam preparation and everything. Okay, and then last day is the exam of the.
So can you please tell about few scholarships that Germany provide to foreign students?
See, there is not a simple there is no simple question. It also depends like what is your background and what you are applying for. Okay, which universities you are applying for. So this information I will suggest you to go to DAAD website. They have more information, or you can Google about it, because there is no one scholarship for everyone. For girls also there are again separate scholarship for different fields, for different courses, for different universities and all, and what background you have. Depending on that only we can do that. That is actually paid service we provide. That is into counseling for MS. So we won't be able to discuss in one line about that. That will take at least 2-3 hours, seeing your profile and all, and then discussing on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yes. And then next question, validity of the certificate.
Validity of certificate.
Okay, certificate is valid. See, it is permanently valid. Permanently valid, but if you submit your certificate somewhere and you have forgotten the language, you are not able to speak, then probably the certificate is not valid. If you are able to speak, let's say A1 level you have done, then you studied A2, B, and then you started working for German company, you're, you know, applying your German language skills, that means your language is improving day by day. Then that certificate is valid permanently. If you have forgotten the language, then the certificate is not valid. Still, few companies or few universities, they have mentioned that they won't accept certificate which is older than 2 years or 3 years. So that you need to check. That depends on that university or the company. Okay, but if you know the language, then it is always valid. If you have not forgotten, then it is always valid.
Okay.
Again, any other questions? Anything that we miss?
Yes, sir. I want to ask, like, if we continue, like we complete A1 and then we continue A2. So can we skip A1 exam and give directly A2?
Yeah, see, ASAP exam, that is included in your fees. You don't have to pay anything extra for that. So you must write ASAP exam and go for A2. But in case of Goethe, yes, at this moment right now, 2021 January, this is allowed that you can apply directly for A2 exam.
Okay.
You can do that. Okay. I guess we have discussed everything. Tomorrow's session, we'll discuss rest of the things. Whatever questions you have, every day you can ask me. It's not like you didn't ask me today, so tomorrow you cannot ask. So I guess it's time for my next batch now. Should we stop here then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
It was nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, gute Nacht und bis morgen.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin, your question is exam will be online or offline, right? The exam will be online only. How that exam will happen, that will tell you few days before exam. Okay. Yeah.
Anand, one more question. And as I mentioned that I am learning the German language for a good opportunity in Germany, right? So what do you think, which level should I go?
Okay. What you have studied? What is your educational background? What you have studied?
I have done a master in computer application and I have almost 9 to 10 years experience in software development.
Then B1 level I will suggest you. A2 level also can help you to get job in Germany. But if you do B1 level, there are lots of chances that you will get selected there. And you don't need job seekers visa like that. You can try from India itself. First, explore the opportunities and all. And then if you think that you need job seekers visa, then apply for it. Okay. So you have 9 to 10 years of experience. That is a lot, like more than enough. I say that usually there are candidates with 2-3 years of experience, or freshers also have got jobs in Germany. So
what do you think, which one is best way to like A1, A2, B1 like this one, or directly A2 or B1?
Okay, see, I always suggest write all 3 exams. Okay. Now, in case money is the problem, that exam fees is too high for you, you cannot afford that, or you have time issues, like you cannot wait till 3 exams are over, then only you go for directly B1, but that is in the worst case. Having A1 certificate will give you confidence for A2 exam. Having A2 certificate will give you confidence for B1 exam. So that is always suggested. If you are planning well in advance, then I will suggest you to go for all 3 level exams.
So all 3 levels exams are online because I'm working in Shanghai, China.
Okay.
So currently I'm in Pune. So,
but in I guess in China, in Shanghai also, there must be Goethe's exam center.
Okay. So I can join their exam.
Yeah, right? You can. Once you complete your courses, you can learn. You can write exam anywhere in the world. No problem. Okay, what we are teaching, that syllabus is, the same. Like you write exam anywhere in the world, you will not have any issues with the syllabus. Like you learned with Anand or in ASAP in Indian Institute, then it was different, having different syllabus. Not like that. Okay. It's all same.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. Cheers.
Okay, sir.
See you tomorrow.